Joining us on Houston Sports Talk is Astros prospect Mark Appel. We're on the Caravan right now. We're at a Chick-fil-A in Sugar Land. What's this experience like for you, especially as a Houston area guy, to go around wearing the Astros uniform, kind of meeting the fans?
It's definitely an honor to be able to be here. Obviously I'm a guy that's, been in the minor leagues for the last year and a half since I signed. So, it kind of gives me a little bit of motivation to try to actually, put on this jersey every single day when I step on the field. It's been a great experience with the Caravan, getting to meet some fans, getting to, we went and met some firefighters this morning and went to the hospital yesterday. It's just been a great experience so far.
You're wearing the new Astros look and that new Astros jersey, but you've seen a few jerseys over the years as an Astros fan. And also the team has moved over to the American League. What do you think of all the changes, being a part of the Astros now and knowing the whole history?
It's really been interesting to watch, just from a fan perspective. I remember the old navy and gold back in the 90s and then, the brick red in the 2000s. And I think really what our front office is trying to do is try to create a new era of Astros baseball, and one that's really homegrown with guys that fans can really identify with and fans can really root for. And I think we're just at the beginning stages of that, and something that I hope that I could be a part of a winning Houston product for a long time to come.
Now, do you have a preference of these jerseys that the Astros have had over the years? Do you like the brick red? Do you like the shooting star, the current look?
I've always enjoyed pinstripes. So the brick red home jerseys, the pinstripes I think were a great look. I also enjoy the old colors, the blue and orange, which are new colors now. So I think it's a very clean look that we wear. The whites that we wear, and it's kind of fun. It kind of a little bit of throwback feel to it, but also it's modern as well. So I think it's a great look.
It's been a roller coaster ride for you. The last year was tough early last year, but you kind of got going later in the year, had a good Arizona Fall League. Tell me about how you're feeling kind of going into this training camp.
I'm excited and I'm ready. Physically I'm ready, mentally I'm ready, and I want to go out there and prove why I deserve to be at big league camp, and not just that, but prove why I deserve to have a shot to start the season in Houston. It's a great opportunity for me, and I really want to go out there and show my coaches, show my teammates why I deserve to be there, and really I want to earn everything that's given to me.
What have you learned from the mental side of things over the past year, and that you can take kind of forward into this training camp, into the spring training?
I would say the biggest thing I've learned is just to kind of stay even keel. You're going to go through struggles, and you're going to go through times of great success. The great baseball players are the ones that are most consistent throughout it all. And I think mentally, I feel like I've gone through everything over the last year and a half, 2 years. Going through the draft, going through what happened in Lancaster, just all sorts of different things. So I'm not going to be surprised at anything that's thrown at me this year, and I really feel like I'm ready for anything that happens.
What's your schedule like over the next month or two prior to spring training?
I will be in Houston basically the whole time, and working out just about every day, throwing, getting my arm ready, get my arm in shape, enjoying the last few weeks I have with my family before going down to Florida. So it's going to be just kind of relaxed in my downtime, and I'll be getting after it when I'm there to work.
Now we have a new manager with the Astros, the big league club, and you're not there yet. You're trying to make it this year, but AJ Hinch, he's a Stanford grad. You're a Stanford grad. Have you had conversations with him, and what have you guys talked about, if so?
We haven't had too many conversations. He came down to the Arizona Fall League while we were down there, and took all of the Astros guys out for a dinner and got to know us a little bit. And I think that was a cool experience, getting to know him away from the field, and everything that he said and everything that he's done. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's going to be a guy that guys on our team will want to play for. And, he's told me, like, if you want to be in Houston, you're going to have to earn it. Having the Stanford connection is great. I kind of understand where he's coming from, but that really doesn't do anything when it comes to performance on the field. So, my goal is to earn a spot the right way with my work ethic and the way I play on the field. So that's really what our conversations have been about, and we really haven't talked too much.
In college, they talk a lot about the number of innings, especially an ace like yourself would have when you were at Stanford. Does your arm feel different, or have you tried to do anything differently over the last year, learned how to do anything differently as far as, giving it a little bit more rest and trying to get it into shape for a major league type schedule?
No, I don't think my arm feels really any worse or any better. I guess if anything, it feels a little bit better. I think last year was kind of tough because my whole body didn't feel great after the appendectomy, and I think that really showed me like the importance of staying in shape, and even though there was really nothing I could do to prevent going into surgery and everything like that, just kind of showed me like what a physical setback would do to me. And so it's kind of given me more motivation to stay in shape. And I feel like when my body's in shape, my arm's in shape. And I was pitching deep into November this year, and even though my innings weren't up, I know my pitch counts were up in a few of those outings, and I felt like I had actually a really good workload compared to the amount of innings that I threw this year. Compare that to a full major league season, I feel 100% ready for it.
Astros have made a lot of moves this offseason. It's a lot of moves I think a lot of people are excited about. You're trying to get a spot on the roster. Do you like the moves, the fact that the team is getting better, and does it at all affect you as a thing, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to get in there? Do you like that competition?
No, I love the moves. Anything that we can do to make the team better, I'm all for it. And I know that when you have guys that you're trying to, beat out, it raises everybody's game up a little bit. And so I'm all for the competition, and I want to see Houston have a winning season, and I believe that we can this year, and my goal is to be a part of that, to earn a spot and to show why I deserve to be a part of that. I love having competition. I love having, more and more guys come in and want to show like why they deserve to be there too. And I think it's just great for the whole, for the whole organization to have, kind of that internal competition, but all with the same goal of, look, we're trying to make the Houston Astros the best team possible.
Last thing I wanted to ask you about was that Astros are known for their analytics. Have you learned some specific things that you think has really helped you, maybe that has surprised you over the last years working with the Astros, as far as your pitching is go beyond the technical stuff?
There hasn't been too many key points that I've taken with me. I'm a guy that when I'm on the mound, I don't want to be thinking about analytics too much. That's not to say that away from the field when you aren't pitching, like in between your starts, to take a look at some analytics. And I've looked at some of the we have our the shift or whatever you want to call it, where kind of moving the infield around, and it's just this statistical probability. It's where do we feel like the best position for our infielders are to get the majority of ground balls, the most ground balls that we can possibly get. So I'm all for that. As a pitcher, if I'm getting ground balls, I want our guys to get as many ground balls as possible. So I've seen a few runs saved from ground balls being hit up the middle that our shortstop was there for it. And then I've also seen a few runs given up where the shortstop is moved over to the hole and he hits it right to shortstop and it brings in a run. I think over the course of a season, I think it's a good thing what we're doing there. As far as my approach on the mound, I don't really take too much into consideration when I'm pitching because I guess I go out there and I know if I make the pitches that I need to make, then I'll have success at the end of the day, and just kind of trust what I know about the game, trust what I know about my opponents, and just trust the confidence in my stuff.
Astros top prospect Mark Appel. Thanks for joining us, Mark, and good luck this season. We hope to see you in the majors pretty soon.
Thank you. I hope to be there. Thanks for having me on.
Don't forget, you can now listen to Houston Sports Talk weekly on 106.1 FM Tuesdays at 5 p.m. And you can hear more of our interviews at HoustonSportsTalk.net. Subscribe for free to our podcast on iTunes or with the Stitcher app.